Under the radiant sun, the Appalachian Mountains stand tall, nature's symphony filling the air. Mark strides confidently along the familiar trail, accompanied by his loyal dogs, Buddy and Max. Buddy and Max bound ahead, reveling in their freedom amidst the vibrant forest. The forest teems with life, its sounds creating a natural symphony. Mark continues his trek, the promise of fishing and cold beers fueling his journey. Buddy and Max explore with boundless energy, their joy echoing through the mountains. Mark arrives at his tranquil fishing spot, the gentle river reflecting the day's soft light. Two dogs, a golden retriever and a terrier, watch from the bank, their paws playfully testing the cool water. The peaceful quiet is broken by the crisp sound as Mark cracks open a beer, a small indulgence. With a practiced ease, Mark casts his fishing line into the flowing river, disrupting its serene surface. He leans back, the beer cool in his hand, his senses absorbing the quiet. A smile of contentment spreads across Mark's face, embracing the serenity of the riverbank. On the tranquil riverbank, Buddy and Max are engaged in playful antics, their joy echoing through the serene landscape. Suddenly, a shift in the atmosphere, their playful barks turn into sharp, urgent alerts, shattering the peace. From the dense greenery, a symphony of rustling sounds emerges, hinting at unseen movements. Mark listens intently, his senses heightened as he tries to discern the source of the growing disturbance. The unseen presence converges, intensifying the sense of impending action on the riverbank. At the forest's edge, Mark squints, his disbelief palpable as he beholds the sight before him. Towering figures emerge from the trees, their forms both familiar and alien. A family of Bigfoot reveals itself, their sizes and shapes as varied as the emotions in their eyes. The feminine shapes among them exude a strange curiosity, a silent invitation into their hidden world. The larger, more menacing figures loom, their eyes a mix of intimidation and guarded interest as they stare back at Mark. On the riverbank, Mark stands transfixed, his heart a frantic drum against his ribs. The dogs bark wildly, their focus locked on the edge of the woods. Massive forms watch from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with unnerving intensity. Fear grips Mark, yet awe washes over him as he confronts the ancient. Confusion clouds Mark's mind, a primal recognition dawning within him. The riverbank becomes a threshold, where the known world meets the forgotten. The Bigfoot appear on the riverbank, closing in on Mark. Mark drops his fishing pole and beer in shock. Panic seizing him, Mark turns to flee. Mark sprints away, fear propelling him forward. Mark sprints desperately through the dense woods, each breath a ragged gasp against the encroaching dread. Heavy footsteps echo behind him, growing louder, closer. A relentless pursuit that tightens the noose of fear. A fleeting glance over his shoulder reveals only vague shadows darting between the trees, their forms indistinct yet terrifyingly swift. The darkness between the trees swallows his pursuers, their speed a palpable threat. In the dense woods, a grizzly bear bursts through the underbrush, its massive form a startling sight. The Bigfoot, momentarily distracted from Mark, turn their attention to the unexpected arrival. Abandoning their pursuit, some of the Bigfoot charge after the bear, driven by instinct. Mark watches in disbelief as his pursuers are drawn away by the powerful creature. The woods echo with the sounds of pursuit as the Bigfoot and bear clash in the distance. Mark continues his frantic run through the dense woods, his breath ragged. The sounds of pursuit begin to fade, offering a glimmer of hope. He glances back, a mixture of fear and curiosity etched on his face. A startling sight. The Bigfoot locked in a fierce battle with the bear. Mark's eyes widen as he witnesses the primal struggle, unsure whether to flee or stay. He hesitates for a moment, then turns, and continues running deeper into the woods. Mark collapses, gasping for air, exhaustion etched on his face. Panic sets in, as Mark realizes he is utterly alone in the dense woods. Buddy stands close to Mark, panting, his eyes wide and darting nervously. Max whimpers softly, his body tense with fear, as he remains near Buddy. Mark's fear deepens as the unsettling silence of the woods presses in around them. Buddy and Max huddle closer to Mark, seeking reassurance in the face of the unknown. Mark returns to the silent riverbank, the air thick with unspoken tension. He grabs his pack, a shadow of concern crossing his face as he scans the area. Gone. His fishing pole and beer have vanished, leaving only questions in the quiet air. A lingering sense of unease settles over Mark as the river whispers its secrets. As dusk descends, Mark and his loyal dogs trek back along the winding trail. The forest transforms into an eerie expanse, with unseen eyes watching them. The air grows heavy with an unsettling sense of being observed. Mark quickens his pace, urging his dogs forward, sensing the unseen presence closing in. Inside the dimly lit cabin, Mark sits alone, his silhouette stark against the dark window. His gaze sweeps across the dark forest, searching for any sign of movement. A sudden chill grips Mark as he feels unseen eyes upon him. He is unable to shake the unnerving sensation of being watched as the darkness deepens. Inside the dim cabin, Mark thrashes in his bunk, his eyes wide with fear. Each creak and rustle pierces the silence, sending shivers down his spine. He is straining his ears, every breath a struggle, as he tries to discern the source of the sounds. A whisper escapes his lips, a question hanging in the air. What do they really want? The question echoes in the stillness, unanswered and heavy with dread. Weeks later, Mark returns to the Appalachian Mountains, a changed man. He moves with newfound caution, his senses heightened to the forest's subtle whispers. A sense of both fear and awe fills him as he ventures deeper into the wilderness. The towering trees loom over him, their branches like skeletal arms reaching out. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled shadows that dance on the forest floor. He is attuned to every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig, his heart pounding in his chest. High in the Appalachian Mountains, Mark halts, his breath visible in the crisp air. He gazes out over the unbroken wilderness, a tapestry of green and brown stretching endlessly toward the horizon. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. As Mark remembers, he stands, a stark reminder that some parts of the world remain wild beyond our comprehension.